Okay, so these are the inlet triangle, inlet velocity triangle here and outlet velocity triangle. Okay, these all things what I have said here. What is alpha, theta, V1, U1, VR1, VF1, and VW1. That all written here, right? So V1 is the absolute velocity of jet at inlet. So 1 second, you can see how to draw the inlet triangle, right? I will show here. Yes, can you see the blade? C-shaped. Yes, students, can you see this diagram?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Since I'm drawing outside of the sheet, I'm asking slide. Okay. So for drawing inlet triangle, you see. So this is our blade. So let us assume this is the inlet tip of the blade. So first thing what you have to do is we need to draw the V1 like this. Okay. So this is the inlet velocity of the jet V1. Okay. Inlet velocity of the jet is V1. But this velocity cannot hit directly here. So we'll be having some. So what you do, this first draw a horizontal line for drawing theta. Okay, so it is coming with an angle of theta, sorry, alpha. So first with inlet velocity V1, which will come with an angle of alpha. Okay, so alpha is the angle with which the velocity V1 coming out. So this alpha is called guide blade angle, right? Actually, this V1 will not hit this one because already the plate is moving this way. This way the plate is moving. So there will be a relative velocity coming, that is VR1. So this is your VR1, relative velocity. A little bit small we need to write. So VR1, this is VR1. So VR1 is the relative velocity. So what is this? This is your gap, nothing but the U value. U is nothing but these two. Between these two, there is a velocity difference, that is your U. Okay, so because VR1 is the difference of V1 and U, relative velocity is nothing but V1 minus U here. That is the meaning here. Okay, so VR1 and V1 and alpha we know now. Now we have an angle for VR1 that is taken as theta. This is theta. So theta is called as Vane angle. Next one, what we need to do, we need to resolve this V1 in X direction. So what happens? We can drop a vertical line from V1. So you'll get vertical line as vertical component of V1, that is VF1, flow velocity in X direction. Next, this line, if you take it as horizontal, just see here. So it is like this actually. So if you want the component of this, okay, like this, we have V value, V1. So if you want this component, what we need to do, we need to bend this line down. So then you'll get the component here in X direction. Same way, if you bend V1, it will come down. So from here, it will start. So this line will come, horizontal line from here to here. So this is taken as VW1. Okay, so this is the inlet triangle at the inlet triangle. Right, so now we'll see what are all the things to learn here. Right, so already we know all these things. VW1, VR1 we know. VF1 is the velocity of flow at inlet. VW1 is the velocity of whirl at inlet. Right, so these words are important. What is this word? Guide blade angle. This will be with respect to alpha, with respect to V1. Theta is with respect to VR1. Remember these 2 points, very important. Right, so similarly at the outlet we get V2 is the absolute velocity or velocity of jet at outlet. U2 is the velocity of the vane at outlet. Next, VR2 is the relative velocity of the jet and plate at outlet. Relative velocity is nothing but it is the difference of velocities of jet and plate. That is the thing. VR2 is the relative velocity of jet and plate at outlet. Beta is the angle made by the velocity V2 with direction of motion of the vane at outlet. That is beta, which is also called as guide blade angle at outlet. Guide blade angle at outlet. Next, phi is the vane angle at the outlet. VW2 is the whirl velocity, velocity of whirl at outlet. VF2 is the velocity of flow at outlet. Okay, so but outlet same things will be there, except alpha will be taken as beta, theta is taken as phi. Okay. Next, now what we need to do? We need to find the force exerted by the jet in the direction of motion. We need to find Fx by using the above diagram. This one. We need to find Fx in this direction. What is the thing we want? We need to see. Right. So first, what we'll consider here, you think, see here. Remember, since it is a single blade, only one blade is there. So always the velocity of the blade is constant. So U1 and U2 will be equal to U. Okay, are you able to understand what I'm telling? The velocity of the blade we are taken at initial as U1, at outlet we are taken as U2. Velocity of the blade is always common only because it is a single blade, right? So U1 is equal to U2. That is the meaning I written here. So we need to consider that U1 equal to U2 since the blade is moving the same initial velocity. Only one velocity is there for the blade or plate, right? Next. And one more thing. The blade or the vane is smooth and having velocity in the direction of motion in outlet and equal will be equal, right? So the relative velocity also should be equal since there is no loss happening there in the flow. Okay, so VR1 is equals to VR2 should be considered because there is no loss happening or the vane is very smooth. So with what velocity the water is coming out, with relative velocity with which it is striking, after striking it is VR1. So the same velocity is coming out as VR2. That also we need to consider. So we need to consider U1 equal to U2 equal to U and VR1 equal to VR2. While solving this work done, efficiency, everything, we have to consider these two things, right? So same way here, what will be the mass of water striking the jet per second? So mass of water striking the vane per second is taken as same formula, that is rho AV. So M is equals to rho into A into relative velocity is the initial velocity with which the water is striking the blade. So that is rho A into VR1. Okay, so this thing you need to remember. So mass of water striking the vane per second is M equal to rho A into VR1. So here we need to talk every time initial velocity of the jet as VR1 only. VR1, relative velocity of the jet. Okay, right. So now see the force exerted by the jet in the direction of motion. Already we know all these things which are written. What is that? Fx equal to mass per second into initial velocity minus final velocity. Same thing I wrote here in terms of water. In words I have written, that's all. So mass of water striking per second into initial velocity with which the jet strikes in the direction of motion minus final velocity of the jet in the direction of motion. Or in short, you can write mass per second into initial velocity minus final velocity of the jet. Okay, so now we can see what is the initial velocity of the jet with which striking. So the initial velocity with which jet strikes the vane is VR1. Already you know what is the initial velocity, right? So what we are talking in the direction of x. We want initial velocity in the direction of x. Okay, so if you see the diagram, this is the initial velocity of the jet. Okay, but we want the initial velocity of the jet in the direction of x direction. So we need to resolve the component of VR1. Okay, can you understand what I'm telling? So VR1 is like this. This is VR1. What we want initial velocity of this VR1 in x direction. This is the meaning. So we want the component of this. So what is the angle here? Theta. So if this is VR1, what is this? Anybody? What will get this? This is VR1. I want to resolve in the horizontal direction, in x direction. What we will get here? Yes, very simple question. Just a resolution I'm asking. Resolve this inclined velocity in horizontal velocity. Nobody knows that.
V1, sir.
Don't see the diagram fully here. I'm just asking, this is the velocity VR1. I want the component in x direction here. I want this one. Resolve in x direction. What will be coming here? If you resolve this in x axis, what will be coming? VR1 Cos theta or sin theta? What is this? This is VR1 cos theta or sin theta. I want that. This should come down like this. So what will
Cos
become? Cos theta, right? So velocity VR1 in x direction initial is VR1 cos theta. Are you able to understand what I'm asking? We are checking with relative velocity only. So VR1 in x direction I want. In x direction is VR1 cos theta. Okay. So that is the thing we have written here. VR1 in the direction of motion is nothing but in x direction. So in the x direction it is VR1 cos theta. Okay. Right. So now we got VR1 cos theta. This is VR1 cos theta. This length from C to D is VR1 cos theta. So from the triangle, from the inlet velocity triangle, if you see what is CD, what is the length of CD? Total length, assume that if it is length, total length is VW1 and this is U1. So what is this? What is the CD length?
VW1 minus U1.
That's all. Right. So this gap, CD gap is nothing but VW1 minus U1. So now you can see what we got here. This is VR1 cos theta, which is also equal to VW1 minus U1. That is the meaning. Right. So that term I have written here. VR1 cos theta is also equal to VW1 minus U1. Okay. Any doubt in this? So if you're unable to understand this, we cannot solve it. If you want, I can tell again. Yes, no doubt. Okay. So similarly, the component of relative velocity in outlet, what is that? VR2. So in the outlet triangle, if you see, now we need to take the horizontal component of this VR2 in the outlet. So what is there? So VR2 is coming out like this. Okay, so this is VR2, and with respect to horizontal, it is having an angle of alpha, not alpha, it is phi, right? So now I want the horizontal component of VR2. Can anyone tell what you will get? Here, this component I want. VR2 is like this. So what I can do, I can bend here this like this one. VR2 will come here. So what will become? VR2
cos phi.
Right, VR2 cos phi. So we got VR2 cos phi. So what is this? This line is coming up to this total line now. You can see when we bend this B to this side, this B point will come here. Assume it is coming here. So this full length is equal to VR2 cos phi now. So VR2 cos phi is also equal to what we have here? VW2 and U2. VW2 plus U2. Okay, so from the triangle, we need to change relative velocities in the terms of whirl velocity and the blade velocity. Okay, any doubt now? Yes, please. If you're not responding, how I can understand whether you're understanding or not? Right, so up to here. So since again it is minus because you can see the angle. The arrow is this side. So when we take this towards horizontal, the arrow will be going this side, this direction. It will come like this. Right. So arrow will be in the negative direction. If you resolve it, the arrow will be in the this side direction. So it will be minus VR2 cos phi, which is equal to VW2 plus U2. Minus VR2 cos phi is equals to minus VW2 plus U2. Right. So now you can see what we want. We want Fx. So Fx already we know. Fx equal to mass flow rate, mass per second. Already we know that is rho A into VR1. Now what we got the initial velocity is this one, VR1 cos theta minus of minus VR2 cos phi. Right. So now we can substitute VR1 cos theta as VW1 minus U1 plus this is minus into minus becomes plus VW2 U2. Right. So already I have said two conditions. That is U1 equal to U2, which can be taken as small u. So what happens? U1 and U2 will be getting cancelled. So leftover part is Fx equal to rho A VR1 into VW1 plus VW2. So this is the formula for finding the force in the direction jet, velocity of, sorry, force exerted by the jet on the plate in x direction is rho A VR1 into VW1 plus VW2, right? So this is our first condition, right? So here, if outlet beta, if beta is less than 90 degrees, then only this will come. Okay, if beta is less than 90 degrees, that is nothing but if the beta is acute angle. If the beta is acute angle, we'll get fx is this one. If beta equal to 90 degrees, so see here, this is actually if beta is less than 90 degrees, it will be an inclined one. If it is 90 degrees, what happens? This beta will come and join at h, right? So something like this. If beta is 90 degrees, you can see what happening. This VW2 term is going. It is 0. It is becoming 0 when it is beta. Beta is 90 degrees means this will come here like this. So at that position, you can see VW2 is becoming as 0. So substitute VW2 as 0. You will get fx when beta is 90 degrees. So fx equal to rho A VR1 into VW1 when beta is 90 degrees, right? So similarly, if beta is obtuse angle, nothing but if it is greater than 90 degrees, if beta value is greater than 90 degrees, what happens? This beta will come outside like this. Okay. A little bit understand what I'm telling. So this line, if it is 90, will be becoming here. So VW2 becomes 0 if it is beta is 90. And if it is coming outside, we'll get as minus VW2. VW2 becomes minus VW2 because the sign is getting changed here, opposite direction. Okay. So at that time, fx equal to rho A VR1 into VW1 minus VW2. So that's generally, in general form, you can write the force exerted by the jet on the blade as rho A VR1 into VW1 plus or minus VW2, right? So depending upon the beta given condition, we can change the symbol here. If beta is less than 90 degrees, you'll get plus. If beta is greater than 90 degrees, you'll get minus. If beta is equal to 0, no need of VW2, right? So next, after getting this, you can find work done very easily. Work done per second on the vane is fx into velocity of the blade. So rho A VR1 into VW1 plus or minus VW2 into U gives your work done. Next, efficiency, already you know how to find, right? So output of the jet by input of the jet. Input is kinetic energy again. So half m here, jet velocity is V1. Yes, Shashi, please take a screenshot. Time is up, only 1 minute is there. Yes, Shashi or Anil, any one of you, please take the screenshot of the attendance and send me. Right, work done per second by kinetic energy, that is fx into u by half m v1 square. So fx already I calculated as this one. So substitute the value, we'll get finally this one. Okay, so this is v1 square. Directly can write half rho A v1 cube here. In the next class, we will solve the problems on this. Remember, these are very important velocity triangles. If you want, again, once more, I will tell the triangle how to draw in the next class. This one. What should be remembered and how to draw, I will show it again. Okay, we can leave. Let's just again. I think they are taken screenshot of it.
Completed, sir.
Okay.
Sir.
Right. Okay. Got it. Right. Thank you. You can leave.